Hello, welcome to the webinar, podcast, whatever you want to call it. My friend is not here today, so I must present alone. Being in the personal development niche, um, I discovered some things about life I wish I knew when I was younger. That would help me tremendously right now. Now I'm in my 40s and I barely found out about everything I've written here. I don't want to make this video too long, so let's begin. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. Remember when you are at work and one colleague goes to the CEO and asks for a raise and he gets it while you stay silent and do nothing. Well, that's what it means. Ever wondered why other people less qualified than you get more money? That's what this is all about. They know how to negotiate, speak up, and stand up for themselves. Me, as an introvert, I've always been quiet and I only executed tasks without asking questions. This thing about life helped me understand humans better. When I was working for companies at the company's headquarters, I never asked questions. I only executed what the boss told me. I was doing what my boss told me to do without questioning anything. This brought me down for a lot of years. But knowing this now, it helps me grow. The next thing, the world doesn't reward potential, only proof. Have you ever worked hard or you try to be smart or you have a lot of potential maybe, but without proof or results, no one will care. You need to provide proof. And let's give an example. You are a brand, for example, and you have a product, but in order to sell it, you need endorsement like testimonials. Okay, that's proof that the product works. I learned that instead of wasting time tweaking, preparing, and updating, I should build louder, create a lot, and launch more often, no matter how bad it is. If you have an idea, if you have a project, if you have something to show to the people, then you should start. Here, consistency is the key and showing up every day. Do something every day, build something every day. We will discuss this situation, this thing at the end of the video. There is another one with the same concept. People trust confidence more than competence. Nowadays, getting better at your craft is not the norm anymore. You either get more confident or you lose the game. Be convincing. Remember when someone who has the wrong answer gets the mic and talks with confidence or even fakes it while you have a ton of knowledge but you don't practice speaking in public or in front of the camera and you don't show the world what you got, then you will be left behind if you do that. Build confidence. For me, for example, I learned that no matter how good I am, I must share my knowledge and skills to a camera, to someone, to people, to I don't know. And this confidence is built by doing more, creating more videos, writing more, building more. Okay? That's what you need to know in this thing. You don't need to be liked, just respected. Okay? People do videos for likes and views. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not doing it for views or likes, but I do it for respect. I remember being a people pleaser just for the world to like me. What I should be aiming for is respect and not how much other will like me. That's why being too kind makes other takes advantage of you. Stand up for yourself. And sometimes you must say no instead of yes. You can earn respect by having boundaries and learning to say no when the time comes. The problem with me was that I always said yes to people. I was a people pleaser, and sometimes I'm still am in in the core, but I've learned to say no when I must say no, and I'm not available when I say no because the time is too precious to please everyone. Even your time is too precious to please people. Next, most talent is consistency in disguise. What does it mean? It means that when you see talented people having success on social media, um, this is the disguise of consistency because they've always been there, they showed up, they presented, they put themselves out there with or without confidence, looking good or bad at the camera, looking shy or uncomfortable. So that's why they are talented, so-called talented today. Ever wonder why some people get so successful that it looks like they've earned it overnight? That's what I was talking about. Don't compare to them. Just know this. These guys continue to be consistent and kept going when others quit. I learned that I don't fail because I suck. I fail because I stopped doing what I started in the first place. I was starting up, saw no results, and quit in the next moment. Sad but true. Now I know that I must show up and stay productive. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you must be productive and show up every day in front of the people. And that's how you will have success by being consistent. I like this one. Hitting rock bottom isn't the end, it's the beginning. What it's not failure. What it really is, hitting rock bottom is freedom. It's freedom because I remember hitting rock bottom and having nothing, but nothing, not even money or a mobile phone or um, a computer. I only had food and water. That's how rock bottom I've got in my life. Only food and water. And of course, the physiological needs. But I know how it is to not have anything. And it feels so relief. I felt a relief actually, not having all those things because you have nothing to lose anymore. Therefore, you take higher risks and you can achieve your goals faster if you have goals. No image to protect. You recognize that you are not okay without pretending. I wasn't okay and I was not pretending that I am. This time you're honest, you're sincere, and you tell people that, man, I'm not okay, I'm rock bottom here. Why do you think that you will succeed? Not because you will get inspired, but there are no other options but forward. Many people are looking for inspiration, to get inspired by someone, to get, I don't know, to get their knowledge, but it's not the inspiration that moves you forward. It's the fact that we have no options. So use it as leverage, not as an excuse to stay stuck. Next one. You are not behind, but if you are still doom scrolling or binge watching instead of building something, you will be left behind. For example, still watching tutorials on social media, looking for that inspiring video and postponing publishing your first post or the second one, wasting time looking and not doing will keep you stuck. For example, if you have an idea for a brand or maybe an affiliate product, like I have my business Clarity Quest, a business idea, maybe if you have one, you're still looking on how to get started, you're looking at technical stuff, you're trying to perfect it, you're trying not to make mistakes. So I encourage you to get started as fast as possible. Don't waste time looking and looking and looking and not doing anything about it. Act, do the action. You don't lose by being slow, but because you stay in a single frame forever. This frame of consuming every day and not being productive. You don't grow from what you consume, but from what you create. While you were hesitating to start, others whom you admire got started earlier than you. Maybe you have some people that you're following online and they started ahead of you, so earlier than you, but they started. What are you waiting for? You should start as well. Next one. Clarity is a weapon. Ambiguity keeps you stuck. Someday, maybe I'll have success only if this or that happens. I always had this thought that in order to succeed, I need either followers, views, be liked, the community must like me or something. But I found out that I need to solve problems and attenuate pain, something like that, I guess. So the problem is that something never comes. If you're waiting for something to happen, that something will never come. So you must know what you want in life so you can filter stuff and say yes or no to it. If you don't know what you want in life, what's your purpose, what are your goals, then you don't know where to aim and for what particular reason. I want this, I do it now, and I say no to everything that slows me down. Be more focused. This means that if you have a clear vision of what you want to do, you do it and you say no to everything else that comes your way and slows you down. For example, I rather create a video like this than watch a Netflix movie or waste time looking at cat videos. Next one. If you're not obsessed, someone else is, who is, will bypass and outsmart you. The difference between people who are successful and people who are not is the obsession. You are not the only human being with dreams. We have similar dreams sometimes, and some of us are hungrier to get it. The more hungry you are, the more faster you get it. There is this saying, success is like air, learn how to breathe it. If you don't want it for real, then you don't go obsessed with it and you'll never reach it. Wake up early, get uncomfortable, go through pain with passion. I wake up sometimes and I'm not in the mood to create this kind of videos. I have this urgency to quit, but I know I must keep going. You don't have to match someone's talent, just their hunger and obsession towards your dream. I realized that I must be obsessed with something in order to achieve with a goal, to be obsessed with a goal to achieve it. If not, I don't have a chance. Other people will outsmart me, will bypass me because they are more hungrier than I am. That's what you must become, a hungrier person. Okay, next one is your attention is worth more than your degree. People are trained to believe that education is the most important, credentials, titles. Completely wrong. The most valuable asset you have is attention. Why? Because it builds skills. Attention builds audience and is the winner's currency in the digital age. Now you understand why I compete in this game. I'm not here for the views, I'm not here for the likes, but I'm here for your attention. That's for sure. And maybe I will succeed, maybe I won't succeed. But that's why I'm building those videos to get attention from people. And of course, this attention doesn't come for free. I need to do something in return. In exchange, I need to solve problems and be useful. Okay? For this to get your attention. If I want your attention, I need to be useful to you in a way. Be more conservative with your attention and where you put it. It's worth more than your diploma. Instead of doom scrolling and watching videos of cats or pictures of whatever celebrities and gossip and waste time by putting your attention into this drama or I don't know what kind of stuff, movies, wasting time watching movies instead of doing something constructive, will waste your attention and you will get tired. All right, next thing, being always available signals you're not valuable. I remember being too available for people. Hey, Vlad, can you do this? Yes, I can. Hey, can you do that? Yes, of course. Hey, can you blah, blah, blah. Help me with this? Yes, I can. Then I realized, no matter how harsh it sounds, that people who see that your time is not worth much will start to undervalue you. Scarcity creates demand and urgency is value. Saying yes every time will make people treat you like background noise or be expendable. If you're helping everyone and you're too available for everyone, even at being social, going out with friends, if you're too available in the middle of the week and in the weekends and every time, people will undervalue you. They'll treat you like an expendable person. The most respected people are not accessible 24/7. Okay, protect your time. Learn to protect your time. I never knew this before, but now I know, and I'm more selective with my time spent. If you suffer for 6 months, you can separate yourself for 6 years. What does it mean? Most of us can't handle short-term pain. That is why we live in long-term disappointment. Wonder why you are disappointed? This is why you don't handle short-term pain. You try to escape it with addictions, with cigarettes, with alcohol, with gambling, with binge watching movies or Netflix or staying on social, and you do nothing about it. Discipline doesn't mean that you have to grind forever, but as much as you get out of the rat race cycle. Let's say you have a business idea and you want to make money online. 6 months of consistency showing up when it feels boring, lonely, or even uncomfortable will put you in a position where it will take ages for others to catch up with you. Suffer a bit, get out of your comfort zone, and start creating. If you start creating right now and be consistent, like we have the point, talent is consistency in disguise. If you put the consistency at work, you will succeed. For example, I'm looking at my videos and how I'm growing every day here on YouTube. And it's fulfilling for me because I know the more I upload, the better I get, even in front of the camera, talking like this. You win by being useful, not liked. Like I said in the beginning, at the beginning of this video, we are obsessed with image, like muscles and clothes and throwing money and things like that. Being liked gets you followers, being useful gets you freedom. I talked about this before at the beginning of the video. Be useful. Be useful and solve other people's problems. Start solving problems and become the irreplaceable one that nobody can ignore. Well, I'm not solving problems here, but I help you understand how life functions better. No need to be charismatic, likable, or smart. Be the one who gets things done and helps others do the same. People remember value, not personality. You will remember the value of this video, not my charisma or my personality. Build skill, solve pain, deliver results. That's what your business has to have to do. For example, me at Clarity Quest, I unstuck people's lives, and my niche is personal development. And I have this newsletter that I deliver the newsletter in the inbox, and people open their emails, and yeah, I feel like I'm useful somehow. Now, power comes from applying faster than others learn, and not from knowledge. All right. Now, what you know and the norm is that knowledge is power. Well, it's not. Attention is power, but the power comes from applying faster than others can learn. What does this mean? Let's say I have a friend and we both have a business idea. I start the business today and he doesn't start the business today with me. And I'm going ahead and he's left behind. That's what's happening. Are you a thinker or a builder? Most people today are thinkers. Oh, that would be nice to have a business. Oh, how nice it would be to do something about XYZ. This is what separates us. Information access nowadays is free for all. You have access to information. You can't complain. You don't have a tutorial for building a website, building an email list. So what if are you still stuck? Don't mistake knowing with growing. Binging video tutorials for 3 hours doesn't mean working on your business. I only need one video, for example, then execute it and take action fast. The faster I take the action, the faster I get the results. Power stays in the speed of implementation, how fast you turn knowledge into action. As I was given the example with my friend who doesn't start his business idea and I started, I have the advantage of implementing stuff faster and get better results and faster results. All right. This is the video for today. Those are the things which I knew when I was younger. My belief is that if I started to know these things being younger, I wouldn't waste my life like this. I remember being a teenager and a young adult, how much time I wasted not doing the action. But it's never too late to start. And yeah, I started in my 40s. It is what it is. Now I can't quit. I can't stop. I must do this every day because I must do it in order to be talented and consistent at the same time. That's what you must do. If you haven't started your YouTube channel, I recommend you start it today. it doesn't matter. Stop following and start creating. That's the takeaway for today. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon with more. Bye bye.